These are some important questions of UPSC IAS prelims. First question asked in 1985. The deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha can be removed by a resolution. This is important because deputy chairman was in news. First time in the panel of deputy chairman, a Naga woman has been nominated. Her name is Phangnan Konyak. She is the second parliamentarian from Nagaland and first woman MP in Rajya Sabha. Options are passed by a 2/3 majority of its total members at that time, passed by a simple majority of its total members at that time, moved by Rajya Sabha but passed by Lok Sabha, none of the above. In Article 90, it is given regarding the removal of Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Article 90 mentions that Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha can be removed by resolution passed by all the then members. Many websites has mentioned 2/3 majority. Here confusion is between these two options, 2/3 majority or simple majority. Actually, as per the statement in Article 90, it means all the then members. It means strength of the house. Simple majority is the members present and voting. And when voting is as per total members of the house, then it is called absolute majority. And this 2/3 majority case is applied in some special cases. Since there is no option of absolute majority in this, so we cannot take option A as the answer. And a 14 days advance notice is required for the removal. Next, who among the following are appointed by the President of India? Asked in 1993. The Chairman, Finance Commission, Deputy Chairman, Planning Commission, the Chief Minister of a Union Territory. Since there is no Planning Commission, tell me who appoints the Chairman of Niti Aayog. Options are 1 only, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3. So answer will be 1 and 3. Who among the following have the right to vote in the elections to both the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha? As in 1995. Elected members of the lower house of the parliament, they do not vote in Rajya Sabha. Elected members of the upper house of the parliament, elected members of the upper house of the parliament, elected members of the upper house of the state legislature, elected members of the lower house of the state legislature. So answer will be D. Next, asked in 2004. The highest criminal court of the district is the Court of District and Session Judge. The district judge are appointed by the governor in consultation with the high courts. A person to be eligible for appointment as a district judge should be an advocate or a pleader of 7 years standing or more, or an officer in judicial service of the union or the state. When the sessions judge awards a death sentence, it must be confirmed by the High Court before it is carried out. Which of the statements given above are correct? All of the statements are correct. So answer will be D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next, consider the following provisions under the Directive Principles of State Policy as enshrined in the Constitution of India. Securing for citizens of India a uniform civil code, organizing village panchayats, promoting cottage industries in rural areas, securing for all the workers reasonable leisure and cultural opportunities. Which of the above are the Gandhian principles that are reflected in the Directive Principles of State Policies? In the Constitution, it is not mentioned that these are based on Gandhian principles, but these policies were included to reflect the Gandhian ideology. So Gandhiji always wanted independent villages, so village panchayat, rural democracy, cottage industry so that they can be independent. So 2 and 3. Some more directive principles of state policy that reflect Gandhian ideologies are promote educational and economic interest of SC/STs and other weaker sections of the society. Article 46. Cottage industries come under Article 43. Village panchayat under Article 40. Prohibiting the consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs means prohibiting alcohol under Article 47 and prohibiting the slaughter of cows, calves, etc. under Article 48. So 40, 43, 46, 47 and 48. These are DPSP that reflect Gandhian principle. Practice previous year questions because they get repeated, and if you want to solve all previous year questions from 1979 till 2023 of UPSC IAS prelims, there is a compilation. Link will be in the description. You can buy from there. Thanks for watching.